right behind a navigational aid at the confluence of the St. Croix and the Mississippi. They have barge traffic coming upriver, and they're spotting that navigational aid and putting quite a silhouette of the foliage onto the wall of the tent. Really kind of fascinating. Thought I'd share. It's 5 a.m. Going back to sleep. There's a light on the horizon emanating from the bayou. You shouldn't be so surprising. Gotta get there before I come home to you. Day 28, everybody. This is the last of our day of our 4th week of adventures. Just getting moving. It's, I don't know, 10:30. Jamie's been up. He once again, he's beaten me up. He walked across the footbridge over there, and it was some kind of hike to get to it. Went to the Circle K and got some breakfast. So, Jamie wins again. That train, plenty active overnight then. How often that thing go by, Jay?
So often I didn't even notice.
Huh. All right. I guess maybe it didn't go by at my places quite as often, because it woke me up a few times. All right. Well, we're going to get packed up. He says he's got some kind of wrap or something here for me, so I'm going to eat the breakfast he's been so kind to procure, and I think we're going to get moving. Make some mileage today. Weather's nice. It's probably going to start raining on us and make us think about taking out, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when it happens. See how far we can get. Should be able to make lock number 3 for sure, and that'll get us to Red Wing, and then keep on pushing to see what happens after that. That's the plan in my mind. Time to get moving. So often you don't even notice. We're all packed up, y'all. Get into St. Croix. From there to the Mississippi. Going downriver. Make it for the bayou. Day 28. MRCA 2025. Day 28. Well, the winds started out quite mild at the beginning of our paddle today. They've picked up a bit, as have the temperatures dropped. Surely a cold front moving in is the cause of the winds. We also are hearing some thunder off, I guess, to the west. Still quite sunny, if a little hazy to the south, which is where we're headed. Behind, not so bad as to the west, but we are expecting a little rain. We'll get through it some way or another, wet or dry, or however it comes. Next goal is to lock through in about 7 miles. Hopefully we can beat the rain there. Just beyond that is Red Wing. That'd be on the Minnesota side. If the weather turns bad enough, we can take shelter there somewhere, I'm sure. If it's tenable, we'll probably try to keep going. But back to the paddling. We'll get what we can done before the skies open. Okay, we did not miss the rain. Here it falls as we continue to paddle. We are buttoned up in rain jackets, but no pants. So definitely soaked through on our legs, but temperature's not too bad, so we're going to keep on trucking. All right, day 28. It's 2:45 in the afternoon. It's just gray and rainy. We got pretty wet on our lower extremities. Our torso stayed pretty dry, but just overall, we weren't digging life. But we found this little place on the Wisconsin side here of the river. It's called the Naughty Hog. We got ourselves a beer, some cheese curds, and some sliders. And we're gonna wait things out. It's supposed to be raining in the next couple of hours, so we're starting to make contingency plans to not get back out there in it. But here we are at the Naughty Hog. Nice friendly place to land in a storm. Okay, just past 4 p.m. It is not currently raining. We're hoping that we can keep that trend. Quite a bluff here at the Naughty Hog in Diamond Bluff, Wisconsin. Makes sense. It's got a bluff name. Anyway, we're hoping to make a couple hours of travel without rain. That'll, with an efficient lock through, that should get us into Red Wing, and we'll just call it a day. And that'll be well before sundown if everything comes to plan. Just wish us well, not seeing much more wet on the road. Okay, continuing day 28, we are at Lock and Dam number 3. There is a full, looks like maybe 8 barge tow array locking up right now, which is kind of cool. That's the easily the biggest commercial traffic we've seen yet this trip. So that's a new threshold, but Jamie's now trying to find a phone number to get in touch with the lockmaster, and having a little trouble. He reached somebody in office that just said, yeah, just pull the cord. Well, the cord is probably behind that barge, so we got to let it get out of the way, and in the meantime, they might empty the chamber to bring somebody else up. So we were hoping to get on cue and get in right behind this tow, if we can manage it. Good chance it's empty downriver anyway, and it won't be a problem regardless. But that's what we're doing, is just kind of waiting our turn here at Lock and Dam number 3. This puts us, after locking through, about 5 miles from Red Wing. It's 5 p.m. We got plenty of daylight. The main thing is just trying to stay dry, basically, between here and there, and that's working well enough so far. So we'll just keep thinking good thoughts, and we'll let you know when we get into town. It will be another short day. Red Wing is, I don't know. I'd have to do the math all over again, but I'm thinking 15-ish river miles. That's really rough from Prescott, Wisconsin. Yeah, short day. It could be closer to 20, but yeah, somewhere in that range. So put them together and you get a real day, but in 2 days in a row, we're looking kind of short between the wind and then today the rain. We're looking at maybe taking a motel tonight to just kind of dry out a little bit. We're soaked through on our pants, and we'll want to change and shower up and make ourselves feel a little more human. So that's the goal, but we'll see what we can accomplish. We haven't found a place even to park the canoe yet. So we'll let you know when we know. Hang with us. Okay, we have made it into lock number 3, and first experience we've ever had floating the lock. We were instructed to do that because we have to peel off left to the Wisconsin side to get around incoming barge traffic when we get to the bottom. So we'll just tread water. We got plenty of room to work with in here. It shouldn't be any problem. But a new experience, sort of. Okay, Lock and Dam number 3. What do we got? 26 to go after this one.
26 more locks.
Okay, we were super fortunate to have the lockmaster send us down before bringing up this array. We got 9 barges and a tow on this setup here, which I think is going to have to be two lock-throughs to do. I think it's just too long to squeeze in. The 9 barges will fit if we're right, but not the tow, so they'll have to do it in 2 trips. But we're out of the way. They can do their business, and now we're on our way. We'll see you in Red Wing. Okay, folks, let's wrap up day 28. Much to report. Well, I don't know how much, quite frankly, but several things. So we made it to Red Wing. We located the marina that we had scoped out to stay, based on our reports indicating them being quite pilot friendly. We made 2 attempts to reach the dockmaster by telephone throughout the day, while we were stopped at the Naughty Hog for our rain delay. Recognizing that we wouldn't likely get past Red Wing, we were making plans to stay here. So her name is Chris. Both calls, one to an office number and one to a direct cell phone line of hers, yielded voicemail. So we came forth, and immediately upon entering the marina, we were greeted by a group of travelers on a pontoon boat. They were tied off to the fuel dock, so we thought they were just fueling up. Turns out they were overnighting at that spot. It's bigger than probably they had a slip for elsewhere, so they put that boat in there. In any case, they invited us aboard, supplied us with food and liquor, and had us tell them their stories. Through the course of this, they suggested that it shouldn't be a problem for to speak to Chris about a place to stay, which was our intention. About 6:45, Jamie went to speak to Chris. I was not privy to that conversation, as I was staying and telling stories about the river and making merry with our new friends. Evidently, the conversation with Chris went badly. She was upset that we were approaching her after hours, despite posted hours being until 8 p.m. It was late. She'd retired from the office and gone to her boat, evidently. And she evidently also was quite intractable about paying by the foot, which is quite reasonable. We have a long canoe, but it's a canoe, and we can tie it up perpendicular to a dock and take only 3 feet of dock space, as the beam is 3 feet on our canoe. This is minutia. But instead of the $9 for 3 feet of dock space at $3 a foot, she wanted the $50 for the 17. I guess she was rounding down. She also, well, from as it's described, she was just irritated about the whole situation and not benevolent at all. And she's perfectly within her rights to insist we pay for a slip, and we opted not to. We made other arrangements to tie off, and we had already arranged a room in town, which wasn't a terrible walk, although we were carrying a load of gear. It was not possible for us to reach an Uber or a Lyft or either of the 2 taxi cab companies that had been indicated as servicing Red Wing. So it was only 0.6 of a mile, but with a heavy load, that made it bare. So we stayed in a nice motel. Didn't take in the nightlife at Red Wing. Made some new friends acquaintances on the river in their party barge, and we just retired for the night. So we'll start week number 5, day 29, tomorrow, with fresh sensibilities and level heads. We'll get back with you then. Thanks for joining us, folks.